Yo, 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 what's good people? We are back at it again with another edition of Your Don't Listen podcast with your boy TP. And I have noticed lately a lot of people talking about this Kyrie story. And, you know, my feelings are my feelings. I think the man apologized and said what he had to say to, and that should have been enough. But you know, it's like he being dragged through the mud now. And I don't want to say what I'm going to say because I think the brother Jason Williams, ESPN sports analyst, has said everything that I would like to say in regards to this matter, because you can't have a whole conversation about a subject and you don't include different voices, because you done heard the coon goons, that's what I call them. You heard them and their talking points before the fact, after the fact, during the fact, because the coon goons come out. They come out to play, especially when it's somebody young and these old Negroes, plantation Negroes, house Negroes, you know, when they gotta say something so far out the way when it comes to their own people, they go hard. They've been going after Kyrie. They've been going after Russell Westbrook. They go after everybody that's not their standards. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, this one here in particular, you know, in my opinion, I think they all got mad at Kyrie because he wouldn't take the jab. And this is just this is, you know, more of that. Oh, you gonna get in line one way or the other. You gonna get in line, boy. I think that's what this is. And I want y'all to watch some videos. And, you know, y'all could do what y'all want with them. As far as commenting on the bottom, you can comment about what I say too. Because, you know, it's some of these people that get in their positions, right? And they so used to being in those positions that they will say and do anything to keep them. They don't care about the harm they do to other people. They don't care about none of that shit. All they care about is how they look on TV to a certain group of people. Now, in these videos I'm gonna show y'all, I mean, the coonery is on a high level. And when I call them coon goons, I mean, it's quite a few of them out here. There's a whole lot of them. Every week they add to their collection. They grow. But the original coon goons, Charles Barkley, Shannon Sharp as of late, who else be dancing? Stephen A. Smith. Oh, they dance for their bosses. Dance for their masters. There's a lot of these coon goons out there. It's unfortunate that Shaq had to get involved and call Kyrie an idiot. Like, come on, man, where we at as a people? But I ain't gonna say where we at. I kinda know where we at. You know what I mean? I kinda know. You gotta fit a certain stereotype to keep your position. So a lot of these house Negroes, that's what they do. to keep their job. You know what I'm saying? This is what they do. So none of this should surprise you. Now, Shannon Sharpe, after he said all his bullshit, he came back with an apology.
Now they're trying to,
before we speak,
now they're trying to rob, I believe they're trying to rob the man of his dignity. They're trying to make him grovel to come and get his job back. And I don't agree with that. A man said he was sorry. Hey, I was wrong. Yeah, I would have liked to see him. Hey, I shared a link to my page. It was brought to my attention that I offended a group of people. And for that, I would like to say I'm sincerely sorry. That was not my intention. In the hope of trying to enlighten and educate my people, I was disrespectful, I was disparaging to another group of people. Could have said that, Skip, and maybe it wouldn't have gotten to this point. They gave him this manifesto, Skip, of what they want him to. I'm like, now come on now, y'all guys love this. Yeah, y'all going, Skip, it's kind of like you build a relationship and the other party say, well, okay, I need you to do this. I said I was sorry, but that's not enough. No, now I need to rob you of something to put you, to let you know, because Skip, I need to, right now what Brooklyn's trying to do, they're trying to put him in front of all the world to see. You see what happens? If you do this, others, this is what could possibly happen to you. I don't agree with that, Skip. I think that's a bit, for me, that's a bit much. And I've been very critical of Kyrie, but I think what Brooklyn is doing now, that's a bit much.
Okay. That is a bit much. So says the Coon Goon. Right? So at the end of the day, excuse me. At the end of the day, if that's a bit much, why did y'all come out and call for all these different things to happen to him after he gave his apology? If what they're doing now and what they're asking for is a bit too much, what is the difference now? Somebody ragged you through the ringer. Twitter, Instagram, they tore your ass up. So now he trying to save face. We see you, Shannon Sharpe. But this is what they do, right? They say, oh, well, now they're trying to bring a Negro down. All they do is bring Negroes down. Him, Stephen A. Smith. When a black player do something, they be on it like freaking roaches, just running all over the story. They on it. Bam, bam, bam. Talk about shit that don't got nothing to do with what just happened. Like they literally bring people down, right? Him and Stephen A. Stephen A. guilty of it too. But when it's not the same energy that they have for these white athletes that get in trouble, they never have the same energy for them. And they need to be exposed. Pull the cloaks off of these coon goons. Pull the cloaks off of these coon goons. They forgot who they was. Once they became media people, they forgot who they was. Cause soon as you do something wrong, Shannon and Stephen A., Charles Barkley, Shaq, soon as you Negroes do something wrong, watch how you get treated. And you would think they would know. You would think they would know. But they act like they don't because they want to keep their position. You understand? Coon goons in full effect. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. You got to keep it 100, people. I mean, look how long they've been talking about Kyrie Irving. Look how long they've been talking about Kanye West, right? Weeks. They still talking about Kanye West, right? What about this story with Brett Favre? Oh, if you don't know what he did, I got a video on that. I put that out about a month ago. A lot of people catching up to me when it comes to that. But yeah, go look at that video what Brett Favre did. Why they only talk about that for one day. And I think that rises well above whatever the hell's going on now. What Brett Favre did. But they don't have that same energy for white players, y'all. Only black players and only black Negroes that's in media come hard on them more than their white compatriots. Because you can look at all the times Max Kellerman and Stephen A was going at it. If you turn the screen off, you wouldn't know whose face to put on who. Same thing with Skip and Shannon as of late. Come on, Skip, you know what I'm saying, Skip? You know Skip, you know what I'm saying, Skip? Yeah, that guy. You know, they need to stop playing like people starting to see y'all for what y'all really is. You could get a media space. Like if you go to these sports shows now, it's full of opinion. It's really nothing about the players, the game itself. It's just these people's opinion. And I understand that's what keep a show going, because you can't just keep giving facts. But it's always, majority of the time, negative. Soon as a negative story on it, they own it like roaches. And yeah, these brothers is getting exposed, man. Y'all need to get exposed. Now, let's look at this other coon goon. Let's see. Now, I was very disappointed in this brother here. You know, I was disappointed. I couldn't believe it. But ain't no point in not believing. You gotta believe what you see. These brothers done lost their way. Cause soon as they mess up, watch what happens to them. And they forget that shit. But here's...
I think the NBA dropped the ball.
In what way?
I think he should have been suspended. I think
Goon Supreme. Look at him.
I think Adam should have suspended him. First of all, Adam's Jewish. You can't take my $40 million and insult my religion. If you're gonna insult me, you have the right, but I have the right to say, no, you're not gonna take my $40 million.
First of all, he's making it sound like Kyrie ain't doing nothing to earn that $40 million. Think about this. If the NBA got enough money to pay him $40 million a season, imagine how much more money they making off of him. But Coon Goon forgot. And I think a lot of things come from these old players is they mad because some of them didn't make the money that some of these players make in a year. And sometimes they be showing it. You got to pay attention. But here go Coon Goon again.
And insult my religion. I think the NBA, they made a mistake. We have suspended people and fined people who have made homophobic slurs. And that was the right thing to do. I think if you insult the black community, you should be suspended or fined heavily, depending. I saw they did the same thing to the kid in Minnesota this year when he made the gay slur. I think you should get suspended or fined. I think him acknowledging the Alex Jones thing should have happened with that too, because that dude's crazy. And I can't believe that we ain't talking about that. We're talking about this idiot. And when you say, if I say, hey, I'm agreeing with this movie, this book or whatever, I'm agreeing with it. I'm not gonna first of all, you know I don't do any social media, but when you're somebody as great as basketball like him, people gonna listen to you what you say. And there's some fringe people out there, but like I say, I blame the NBA. He should have been suspended.
And their conversations are continuing with the Brooklyn Nets,
it's too
with
late
the NBA,
now.
but they're also looking at, they're looking at how do we move forward at this so we
It's
don't
too
go
late
through
now.
this again. No, it's not too late to say,
Ernie,
how do we prevent
Ernie,
this?
the-
It's
the-
not
the-
too
the-
late to do
Ernie,
that.
the
But I
reason-
see, no, look, I see what you're
hold
saying.
on, I want to say that the reason it's too late. The NBA is giving in to peer pressure. If one of our players do something, they have the right, the team or the league has to do something immediately. If you just give in to peer pressure, that's the problem I have. This should have been handled already.
All right, now, did you hear what he just said? This is the big, excuse me, the big contradiction right here. This is the biggest contradiction of them all. He said the league has bent to peer pressure. Kyrie is not giving them peer pressure, right? So where's the pressure coming from? Now, remember, he said that Adam Silver is Jewish. You can't have him making $40 million. Of my money, of the league's money. Okay, I don't think he said anything. He just tweeted a link. Okay, Kungun. You know, these people, if we don't start holding them to account, you know what I mean? These Kunguns, because you remember back in slave days, you used to have these house Negroes, right? You used to have these house Negroes. Used to tell the master of any kind of descent coming from the other slaves. That's what these jokers remind me of. Kunguns. That's what I call them. Kunguns. They coons and they goons. Because they fight with fierce energy against their own people. But when them white boys mess up, excuse me, when the Caucasian brothers mess up, you don't see this kind of energy. Ain't none of them talking about Brett Favre ass. None of them. And there's some story that came out, some more on Brett Favre and other people. I might do something on that. But let's get back to the Coon Goon Squad. It's the Coon Squad, good people. All right. Now, who's the next up for the Coon Squad? Let's see. Who is it? Oh my God, it's my man Shaq. One of the greatest players in NBA history. Look what he had to say. Oh my God. These Negroes act like they exempt from criticism. But people was figuring y'all bums out. Oh yeah. Coon Goons in the building. Stop playing.
Some people are conscious, some people are not. I can tell he's not conscious. He doesn't really care with what's going on. But us.
All right, let's nip that in the bud. He said some people are conscious and some people are not. If you listen to what Kyrie say, he's going back to his roots or what he think his roots are. So wouldn't that make you believe that he is conscious? Wouldn't that make you think that he's thinking higher than normal people when he's thinking about his lineage, where he comes from and all that? And Shaq, he's almost a hypocrite in this. I mean, not almost, he is a hypocrite. Because he's sitting here talking shit about Kyrie, and in his movie theaters, they was actually playing the movie. Now that is something that he being scrutinized for right now. Like you being one of the biggest hypocrites. And that goes to show for excuse me, all of these people that come out against Kyrie, a lot of them got cheese in the game. And then why all the hate and vitriol towards Kyrie? Did he make the movie? No. Did he platform the movie? He put a link up, good people. He didn't even show what was in the movie. He put a link up, made you make your mind if you wanted to go see it, but that's the shit they don't talk about. Jeff Bezos. It's on Amazon. Is they making Jeff Bezos give money to the Jewish people?
I know that the game that we used to love and we promote, it brings people together. And it hurts me sometimes when we have to sit up here and talk about stuff that divides the game. Now we got to answer for what this idiot has done. I stand for equality of all people. I've always been like that. Don't matter what religion, no matter where you're from. I can say shalom, salam alaikum, ni hao, say bon.
What does it matter how many different languages you can say hello in? What that really has anything to do with it? He's talking about somebody else and he's talking about himself. You know what I'm saying? They asked you a question about him and he's talking about himself. These brothers get these positions, and like I said, they'll do anything to keep it. They'll say anything to keep it. They don't care about us, y'all. All they care about is y'all come join them stadiums, fill them concession stands, and they do so they can keep their job. They do their coonery so they can keep their job. You gotta keep it 100 on these coons, man. There's a lot of them.
Because that's how I was raised. So I don't...
Okay, like, you heard Shaq's stupid ass explanation. Now, if he really had a problem with this movie, why was he showing it in his theaters? See, that came out about you. You can only shuck and jive for so long. And why isn't all these other people that made the movie, Amazon, that's selling the movie, promoting the movie themselves, that's on their website, why aren't they getting the same hate and vitriol that Kyrie is getting? Right? You gotta ask that question. But everything gotta be one-sided. The black man, when they come for us, they come like the Klan. Stop playing. Okay? It's some more coonery going on. But we gonna get off the coonery. Let's talk about somebody that was right there, sitting in the seat with him, right? I don't know if that was it. Maybe this one. I got these videos lined up, people, so trying to find the right ones for y'all so won't have to keep showing the same shit. Okay, so let's go to this one. Let's go to this one.
I think the NBA dropped the ball.
In what way?
No, we don't want to hear this coon.
Well,
We don't want to hear this coon.
If we're going to take...
Listen to Kenny Smith, because I think he the only one on this panel that made some sense.
what he says on a Twitter, we have to take everything he says. So if I'm going to take everything he says, I'm going to believe that he doesn't support or any of the views or promote the views of it. He said it right in my face. I have to accept that. So I will believe that. There are people in...
Listen, he said he apologized. I have to accept that. What more? I mean, if you saying that I'm a hater or whatever, I'm an anti-Semite. If you're saying that's what I am, and then I come on there and I say, hey, if you believe that I'm saying with clicking, pushing a link out there If that link, pushing the link is speech, then me actually telling you I'm sorry and I apologize, that should be enough. But it's not enough. But let's listen to Kenny Smith.
This world who's done in their art have done great things, that have said crazy things, that we still listen to their music, we walk by their paintings, we do their things, and you might take an excerpt of that and say, I believe in this. Okay, so I'll take that as it may from Kyrie Irving. But I also believe that the reporter did have a right to ask the question.
Oh, sure.
That's it. So, and that's really where the argument began. You don't have a right to ask me that question. I do believe that, and based on this, for Kyrie, is that he has put himself as, he says, I'm the voice for some of the speechless when doing the COVID. So now he has transcended from basketball and became an activist politically. So you will ask him that question based on some things that you may read. But I have to believe him also when he tells me, that is, if I'm going to believe parts of it, I have to believe the totality.
You know what? And
now, he told you right there, if you're going to believe everything that I didn't say, so why don't you believe what I did say, like an apology? I gave them an apology. So why he got to do all this extra shit? And when people don't know what this extra stuff is, I mean, what they asking this man to do is crazy. Now, I was going to do a spreadsheet with a list of the Jewish community's demands of Kyrie Irving, but I didn't. But I do have a spreadsheet here. I can't show it to y'all, but this is what he has to do: apologize and condemn the movie. He apologized, so he shouldn't have to condemn the movie because he didn't say anything out of the movie directly to these people. Okay, $500,000 donation to anti-hate causes. Think about that. If you think about all the stuff that black people have been said about, how come we get no monetary compensation for the stuff that people say about us? But they want $500,000. And you got to go through sensitivity training. On top of that, anti-Semitic training. He just said he wasn't anti-Semitic. If you believe the stuff you thought he said, why you can't believe that he said he wasn't anti-Semitic? If he says I'm anti-Semitic, then you believe that, right? Without him even saying it. So why does he saying he's saying I'm not anti-Semitic? So why do he got to go through some kind of training? Okay, meet with the ADL Jewish leaders. Anybody meeting with ours? I just want to know this. Meet with Joe Tsai to demonstrate understanding. Now, I don't know who Joe Tsai is, but he must be some kind of Jewish leader. What's wrong with that man just apologizing to y'all? What's not enough? What's going on here? This is way over out of bounds. I've seen people do worse and get way less. And we gotta start having these conversations, people. We gotta start having these conversations. Who do we, or who should we align ourselves with? Because first of all, you got your own coon goon squad coming after you. And then when stuff happen to black people, nobody comes out for us. But when something happened to another group, you'll have black people there. We ride for everybody. But nobody comes to our defense, or don't nobody. We need to start thinking like they think. We are just a group of people We don't identify with you and your problems. We need to start thinking like they think. But see, when we start saying stuff like that, start doing stuff like that, oh, they are cult. They are you know, a group of people that we gotta stamp down. Hashtag Black Wall Street. When we thought for ourselves, we had entities come in and take our shit away. Right? But that's how every other race moves in America. They stick to their own communities. What is the difference? Now, let's see what they said about Kyrie in this, because you know, this is what he said. Let's see if this is the right video. Let me check. Okay, let's watch this cuckoo bird right here.
Brooklyn Nets point guard Kyrie Irving apologizes, but only after being suspended for at least 5 games. The star posted on Instagram, "I am grateful to have a big platform to share knowledge, and I want to move forward by having an open dialogue to learn more and grow from this. And to all Jewish families and communities that are hurt and affected from my post, I am deeply sorry to have caused you pain, and I apologize."
Okay, is that not an apology? Is that not an apology? If y'all believe the link that he put on Twitter, you should believe the apology that he put on Twitter. It's all the same thing, but nah, brother. Nah, we gotta run you through the ringer. We had a problem with you not taking the vaccine, and you think you gonna do it to us twice? Nah. Ain't no free thinking around here. And like I said, the whole time, the brother never said anything bad about the Jewish. Now, he put a link up to a movie. That's what he believed. But did he say anything out his mouth? No, they act like he did. And that's the difference, good people.
The Nets announced the suspension after his refusal to disavow anti-Semitism during a press conference Thursday.
I'll take my responsibility. I cannot be anti-Semitic if I know where I come from.
He just disavowed that right there. He just disavowed it right there. He just said it. What more do they want?
I mean to cause any harm. I'm not the one that made the documentary.
This comes a week after Irving tweeted a link to an anti-Semitic movie. Overnight, the Nets...
You heard what he said? I didn't mean to do any harm. I didn't make the documentary. But why is it all coming down on him? We need to ask that question, good people. Because it seemed like it's something more nefarious going on to me. And especially when you got your own people, the coon goons coming for you. And how you gonna win? You can't win. The people online that's sticking up for Kyrie, there's a lot of people putting posts up on Facebook, Instagram. Shout out to my big bro. I seen what he put up there. You know what I mean? He did some things on there. And talking about Kyrie, I seen that. I seen other celebrities putting it up there on Kyrie. Why all this coming down? He just said, I did not make the documentary. He didn't make it, and he don't sell it. Somebody sent him the link. That's how he know. So why all the hate coming for him? Jeff Bezos got it on Amazon. Stop playing.
saying in a statement, "We are of the view that he is currently unfit to be associated with the Brooklyn Nets," adding Kyrie will serve a suspension without pay until he satisfies a series of objective remedial measures that address the harmful impacts of his conduct. During a recent game against the Pacers, a group of fans was seen sitting courtside wearing Fight Anti-Semitism shirts.
This is much bigger than fighting anti-Semitism. It's a macro message that the world is now seeing, that maybe we should reevaluate and think maybe before we speak.
First of all, he didn't say anything. He posted a link. The link speaks for itself. Now, some people might say, well, he posted a link, so he's saying he agrees with what's in there. Okay, let's say that's what it is. But he did come back and apologize to all the people that I hurt. I am sorry. So what more needs to happen? What more do they want? Probably blood, because that's what they used to get. That's what they used to get. Shut up, Negro. Going back now, you hear? Don't say a word. Remember in the podcast I said, I don't know, when we first started, I said a lot of these people wanted to go back to the way it used to be. You could see that. You could see that happening now. They want us to be quiet, shut up and dribble, because that's what this is. So you would think LeBron would understand Kyrie's situation when it comes to shut up and dribble, since it was said to him. But, you know, careful who your friends are, good people. You would think LeBron would know better than anybody, because it was said to him by a white supremacist that has a damn TV show. Told him to shut up and dribble. Right? You think he wouldn't have said what he said, but, you know, like I said, some of these brothers, they don't want to lose their position. Money over everything. Money over your pride. Money over your conscience. Money over everything. You know, that's just where we at today. Now, the brother Jason Williams, the reason why I ain't talking too much, because I think this brother sums it up for me. Jason Williams, ESPN commentator, went on, you know, his Instagram and said something that I think makes all the sense in the world. You know what I mean? It don't need to be everything he said here. It's everything you need to know. And this sums it up. Sums it up for me. And let's see if it sums it up for you. So let's watch this video.
Now they're trying to rob, I believe they're trying to rob the man of his.
Not you, buddy. Not you, coon. We're talking about a real brother, not the coon. All right, so let me share my screen. This brother just broke it down, and I don't need to say nothing. He gonna break it down for you.
Every day of my life, I approach it with a state of empathy, right? Regardless of what color, what creed, what race you are, I look at people as human beings. I think that's important. But life is always about taking a stand and holding principles. So I want to explain what I feel like my stance is as a black male in this world, okay? And conversations that I've had with my brothers and sisters in the black community. And I want you guys to empathize with it and hear me on it. So when I hear what Kyrie Irving has to go through in order to be reinstated, I'm appalled. I'm appalled. And let me give you examples of how I feel like we don't have the same energy and hold other people who have dealt with racial tropes accountable.
All right, this is where he gonna make the perfect analogy, good people. And I said this in that Brett Favre video. If you didn't see that, go ahead and watch that one, because I get into it about some of these coon goons back then. But yeah, let's listen to what the brother got to say. Sorry for keep stopping.
So when Sarah Silverman does blackface, or when Don Imus says nappy-headed hoes, or when Howard Stern calls somebody the N-word in a skit, or when Brett Favre takes money from the state of Mississippi, we don't ask them to get sensitivity training. We don't ask them to donate $500,000. We don't ask them to meet with the Black National Caucus. They apologize, and then you know what? The rest of the world moves on. But what I feel like is happening here, and that's how in the Black community, like, we've been told that's how the process works, right? Think about that, Bert. That's how the process works. Oh, somebody does a blackface. Oh, it was a misunderstanding. We got it. Okay. You know, is that person really racist? Probably not. Was it ignorant? Probably so. Okay, we understand it. We move forward. We don't like it. We would love to hold them accountable. But society, and having a lot of Black people in positions of power, we don't have the governability to do that. But what we feel like happens with Kyrie is, even after an apology, it's not enough. We feel like there needs to be more. And a lot of people I've spoken to over the last couple of days talk about this thing. Older mentors of mine talk about buck breaking. And so we talk about tropes. This is something that we feel like in the Black community that happened way back in the day, where if there was a slave that was defiant, right, he got broken in front of everybody in order to show that he was not in a position of power. And that at the end of the day, he had to do what he was told to do because that's what was mandated of him. And there's a bigger situation going on. What's happening with Kyrie Irving? If the Nets don't want him to be there, just say you don't want him to be there. But we should hold everybody accountable, even owners of teams accountable, with things that are happening in other countries, i.e. China and Uyghurs and the Muslim genocide that is occurring, that we hear Enes Kanter talk about. But we don't keep the same energy for everybody.
You heard that, right? We don't keep this same energy for everybody, i.e. Brett Favre. Why ain't this story, that Brett Favre story ain't being run? I've been on that, way ahead of that. Right? They ran Kyrie through the ringer when he didn't want to take the vaccine. Aaron Rodgers did worse than he did, had a fake explanation of I'm medically good to be around the players. Something to that nature or effect. Didn't have to produce a card, didn't have to produce nothing. I.e. Aaron Rodgers, i.e. Brett Favre. What's the difference? Right? Shannon Sharp for months talking shit about Kyrie not getting back. Oh, he's hurting his team. Right? He hurting his team by not putting something in his body that he believe that he don't want. What happened to the free thinkers, people? Or being free, period? This is supposed to be America. We're supposed to be free. Able to make mistakes, come back from it, and not be publicly flogged because of a mistake, right? A lot of other people get afforded to make mistakes. But not us. Not us. It almost make you think that they still think we subhuman. Everybody else get to make mistakes except for us. We got to get ran through the ringer, shown how to act, pay monetary damages. Is these people paying their monetary damages? Have they paid? Or am I just talking out the side of my mouth? We got to start having these conversations, people, because other communities are having these conversations, whereas they stick together. When it comes to something for them, they stick together. When are we gonna get it? When are we gonna stick together like they do? Oh man, we gotta have some serious conversations, black community. We're allowing one of our own to get publicly flogged, whooped. We gotta start having these conversations. Now the brothers online, they doing what they supposed to do. This brother Jason Williams, stand-up guy, he's in the public media space. He might get fired because of this. He said it because he has an opinion contrary to what everybody else taught. So where are we at, people? I don't know. Write them down in the comments. Like, subscribe, and share. Oh yeah. We got a lot of goddamn coons around here. Oh man, they will dance to do anything, people. The coons and the goons. Coon goons. Not coons and the goons. Coon goons. Regular old house Negroes. Looking like that guy from Django that Samuel Jackson played. Oh, Django. Django out here wilding. Yeah, we wilding because we waking up. Yes, we are woke good people. Stop playing. Don't listen podcast with your boy TP. I'm out. Peace and blessings. And peace to you on your journey. Because goddamn, we sure do need it. I'm out.